Okay, so Black Clover chapter 303, let's get into this review. If you could leave a like on your way in, I greatly appreciate it, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, if you remember where we left off, the last chapter, it had ended with Noelle and Nozel both in battle with Megicula. That battle was kind of coming to an end, but this chapter starts off with a flashback. It starts off with Nozel and his siblings witnessing their mother being defeated by Vanica and being cursed. They also remind us of how Nozel and the siblings were also cursed to not be able to speak about it, so of course that led to their mother dying because, you know, she was cursed and then they were also cursed in order to not speak about the curse. It was like it pretty much set in stone that curse was going to kill their mother because they were cursed not to speak about it, so they couldn't find a solution to that curse. It's weird. It's a weird loophole, but yeah. And we kind of see another side of Nozel here where the whole time like he was feeling pretty much useless because like he couldn't really do anything, and obviously that was by force because Vanica's curse forced it so that, you know, the whole loophole thing, and then basically that led to his mother dying. And yeah, so we pretty much get an explanation to why Nozel and his siblings were so hard on Noelle, because basically they were so desperate for a solution, and of course Noelle being not skilled in what she does, and also the siblings not being strong enough, it was like there was kind of like a resentment there. We basically get to see that side of Nozel where he was so desperate for a solution, but in the end he couldn't do anything. It really explains a lot to why he was acting the way he was, or why their siblings were also acting that way. We then cut back to the battle where Nozel is now attacking Megicula, about to put all of his strength into this last attack so that they can finally get rid of the problem and have some type of closure in this whole situation. And he pretty much just starts going crazy with his magic and just straight demolishing her with his attacks. Nozel manages to barrage Megicula with all of those attacks and exposes her heart, which needs to be destroyed in order to defeat the devil. But what we then realize is that their heart is actually more durable than, you know, a mid-ranking devil. I guess in a way that's kind of a homage to when Asta had to defeat Zagrid. He had to destroy the heart, not just like him, because like in the end the way the devils work is you don't just kill them, you kind of have to destroy them in a way. So basically their heart is kind of like their core. Fortunately enough, Noelle had her Saint stage mode activated and she was able to get that filing blow on Megicula's heart, destroying it, and then, you know, bring this fight to an end. Megicula is then again caught off guard by the human's abilities. She was of course not expecting Nozel to come out and, you know, be able to barrage her and expose her heart, and then, you know, Noelle finishing her off. It was a done deal. And like so, Megicula's heart is destroyed, she's defeated, and Noelle's Saint stage mode deactivates. And what was really cool here in this next panel, kind of a sentimental moment, but their mother, I'm guessing her mother's spirit was kind of like there to commemorate them and congratulate them on their victory. Like, you finally freed me, or I guess of the curse, or freed my soul to like then pass on. It was pretty cool, pretty cool concept there. I almost forgot about like how Megicula kind of still had a hold on their mother's soul, and then the chapter ends pretty much with them just like in awe, like, whoa, did we just see our mom? I guess part of it is also due to them just being in shock, like, wow, we really defeated Megicula, like, oh, this is finally over. Of course not the whole battle, because, you know, they're raiding the Spade Kingdom, but, you know, the whole idea with the situation with the curses and stuff. Okay, so what I'm curious about, and I gotta bring this up again, but in my last video I discussed something about like how if Megicula was defeated here, would that technically still not fully defeat her? Because we all know that she wasn't fully manifested, because she has stated multiple times in order to fully materialize into the world she had to, I think she had to kill Vanica and Petrica. So I'm not sure if this was like her official defeat, or would Megicula then reappear if the gates of the qliphoth were to open more? Because I remember in the anime when Lucifero had appeared using Leibe as a host, Likita had drained his magic and pretty much sent him back to the underworld. But would that be the same concept here, where Megicula, they kind of killed her, but was she like really materialized there, or are they then gonna have to fight her again like in a fully materialized state? Me personally, I would say that they fully defeated her, considering that their mother's spirit seemed to have been freed, but I don't know, we would have to see. Maybe they kind of go into detail later. But yeah, Megicula technically not being in the real world or materializing off of Vanica was was kind of confusing for me personally, but for the most part, it seems like, yeah, she should, for the most part, be defeated here. And then, you know, they kind of deal with the other devils as they come out. I gotta say, it was kind of a perfect dynamic to just see like the siblings kind of finish off Megicula, because it makes so much sense. Not only did Noelle defeat Vanica, who was technically the one that defeated their mother in the first place and got her cursed, but they were also able to defeat the one who possessed Vanica. Seeing this part of the invasion coming to an end makes me curious about what's going to happen next though. We still have one more triad member that needs to be dealt with, as well as more mid-ranking devils and any other devils that may come out of the gates of qliphoth. Yeah, definitely looking forward to see what happens in future chapters, especially looking forward to see what Zenon has up his sleeve, because considering he's the last triad member, he definitely has to have something that he's hiding or something, because, you know, like save the best for last, you know, that whole concept. But maybe not though, you know, maybe another high ranking devil comes out. But yeah, definitely looking forward to what comes up next in this invasion. All right, well, until further notice, I'm pretty sure this whole battle between Megicula has been put to an end. But yeah, really good chapter nonetheless. Well, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. If you could leave a like and a comment, I greatly appreciate that. Consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. Hit that notification bell as well. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.